You know that feeling, right? You're staring at a flight price, and your brain is just spinning. Should I book now? Should I wait? What if I get it wrong? Well, the good news is you can stop playing that guessing game, and we're going to show you exactly how.
It really does, doesn't it? It feels like a total gamble. One minute the price is here, the next it's shot up, and you're left wondering if you're getting a fair deal or just being taken for a ride. That little bit of anxiety right before you click purchase, yeah, it's real. But here's the thing. What if you had a secret weapon? A whole toolkit that honestly most people have no idea even exists. Well, today we are unlocking 7 incredibly powerful tools inside Google Flights that are going to help you find the best deals and book with actual confidence.
So, here's the game plan. We'll start with the easy wins, some simple but huge tricks for when you already know where and when you're going. Then, we'll dive into the fun stuff for when you're flexible and just want an adventure. And we're going to finish with a pro-level hack that can seriously save you hundreds. Let's get into it.
All right, first up, let's talk about the most common situation. You've got your destination picked out, your dates are more or less set. These are what I call the easy wins. These are the tools that give you big savings for almost no effort at all. This first tool is all about letting Google do the work for you. Seriously. Instead of obsessively checking prices every single day, you just plug in your flight details, find that Track Prices button, and flip it on. That's it. Google will literally email you the second the price drops. It is the definition of working smarter, not harder.
Okay, but what if you've got a little bit of wiggle room, you know? Maybe you could leave a day early or come back a day later. Well, that's where the date grid becomes your new best friend. It's just a simple calendar that shows you instantly how a tiny shift in your plans can save you a bunch of money. And just look at how clear this is. So our original trip, leaving Thursday and coming back Monday, was going to be $330. But the grid shows us, hey, wait a minute, if you just shift things by a day, that price plummets to $228. It's right there, highlighted for you. No guesswork.
And there's the proof, $102. That's how much you just saved on one ticket, just by being flexible by a single day on each end of your trip. That is a huge difference for such a small change. All right, this next one is a feature that I feel like almost nobody uses, and it is such a game changer. If you happen to live in a city with more than one airport, you have to be comparing them. You'd be shocked at how different the prices can be.
And it's so easy. After you put in your main airport, just look for that little plus sign, click it, and add another one. So here, we add Newark. Now Google Flights is searching both airports at the same time, and we'll just show you whichever one is cheaper. It's that simple.
Okay, so we've covered what to do when you have a plan. But what about when you don't? What if you've just got the travel bug and you don't really care where you go? This next set of tools is for all you explorers out there. This is how you let the deals decide your destination.
I gotta admit, this is probably my favorite feature in all of Google Flights. You go to the Explore tab, you leave the destination totally blank, and bam, this beautiful interactive map pops up, just dotted with flight prices to cities all over the world. It is the best cure for wanderlust when you're on a budget.
And we can make this Explore tab even more powerful. Instead of picking specific dates, you tell Google when you want to go, roughly. So you can literally search for a weekend trip sometime in October, and the map will automatically find and show you the cheapest weekend options for that entire month. It's amazing for those spontaneous trips.
So once the map has given you a bunch of ideas, it's time to narrow things down. And that's where filters come in. You can filter by price, number of stops, which airline, but there is one filter in here that has become absolutely non-negotiable in the era of budget airlines.
Yeah, who hasn't felt this? You think you scored this amazing deal, and then you get to the airport and they sting you with a $70 fee for your carry-on bag. The bags filter is the antidote to this. You toggle it on, and Google automatically adds the cost of a bag into the price it shows you. So you're actually comparing apples to apples, and you avoid those nasty surprises.
All right, you've mastered the basics. You know how to explore your options. Now it's time to level up to the big leagues. This is the pro-level move. It takes a little more work, I'll admit, but the payoff can be huge. So here's the deal. We're all conditioned to book one round-trip ticket, right? But the hack is to search for 2 separate one-way tickets instead. One for your flight there and a completely separate one for your flight back. It seems weird, but sometimes the combined cost of those 2 tickets is way cheaper.
And this strategy really pays off on those long international flights. You could easily save over $100. Plus, it opens up your options. You can mix and match airlines, maybe fly out on one and fly back on another, cheaper one.
But look, it's called a pro-level hack for a reason. There's a trade-off. It does make things a little more complicated. And if you need to change or cancel your trip, now you're juggling 2 different bookings, which can be a real headache. So if the savings are only like 10 or 20 bucks, probably not worth it. But for a big trip, you should absolutely check it out.
And there you have it. You're not just a passenger anymore. You are now officially armed with a complete toolkit to stop overpaying and start booking your flights like a total pro.
So let's do a quick recap. If you've got a plan, you're using price tracking, the date grid, and multiple airport search. If you're feeling spontaneous, you're leaning on that Explore tab with flexible dates and your filters. And when you're ready to really save big, you've got the one-way ticket hack in your back pocket.
The power is officially in your hands. So the question really isn't if you can find a great deal anymore. The real question is, with all this money you're about to save, where in the world are you going to go next?